It's time for story time. Tell me why my phone died while I was out shopping at a local supermarket, and suddenly I was in my old solo backpacking era. So we returned back to the villa after a day at the water park, and baby girl was completely exhausted and super hungry. So I told the nanny I was gonna order food from Grab and head out to the supermarket on my own just to grab some groceries for the next 2 days. So I left for the supermarket, right? And the nanny and baby girl were having food delivered to them at the villa while I was out. Simple. Except I didn't realize that when you use an address for food, but at the same time also order a ride from Grab to a different address, it automatically switches where the food should be delivered to the address that you've requested to go to. So in my head, I'm like, that's fine. I'll grab my food from the supermarket. By the time I'm done shopping, the Grab delivery will be there and I'll just bring the food home with me so baby girl can eat. Except my phone dies. Like completely dead. I had my backup charging port, but I didn't have the cord. Of course. So luckily before the phone died, I saw that the food was going to be delivered around 7:15 and it was like 6:50 or so. So I had some time to get to the store, quickly get all my shopping done and maybe see the Grab driver outside. However, I did my shopping and 7:15 rolled around and I still saw no Grab driver with our food. And remember, my phone is completely dead. So I have no way to contact the nanny for her to look out to see if the Grab driver maybe showed up at the villa. I have no way to check where they're at. I have no way to call, nothing. I couldn't even call a Grab to get back home. The good thing about Grab though is that you can pay with cash or you can pay with card. So if somebody else were to order the Grab for me, I can just pay them once we arrive to the destination. If you've been to Bali, then you would know that your phone here is your lifeline. Anyways, so I low-key start panicking, but low-key I was feeling like, why does this feeling feel so familiar? And it was because this is exactly how I used to travel solo. No plan, often no phone, just vibes and very questionable decisions. Anyways, at that exact moment, a Grab motorcycle driver walks in to pick up a grocery order for a customer. I start talking to him, telling him my phone's dead. He offers me his charging port. I was able to charge my phone just to turn it on, and the minute I pulled out the plug, it dies again. He let me use it as long as he could until his customer's order was ready, but as soon as it was, he had to go, so he had to take it back. So there I am, standing again with a dead phone, no way to get back home, no idea where our food is, and trying to see if there was anybody else in the store that I could borrow a charger from. Unfortunately, nobody had a charger, of course. Right as I began to panic again, the Grab motorcycle driver that just picked up those groceries turns around and he says, "Where are you going?" And I tell him where I'm going. I'm like, I just need to get as close as possible to the Gusto Gelato. He's like, perfect. I'm gonna go right past there to go and drop this order. Hop on the back of my bike and I can drop you off. The old backpacking Autumn Bree solo without her child would have done that without even thinking twice. New Autumn Bree was like, girl, you are on the back of a motorcycle in Bali in this crazy traffic with no helmet, holding your grocery bag on your hip with this Grab driver you just met, and you have a child waiting on you? Girl. But we made it back safely. Food got delivered. Baby girl got to eat her food and was happy, and the groceries were bought. Crisis was dealt with. Traveling with a toddler will absolutely humble you, but it will also remind you who you used to be real quick.